My name is Ashley, a Learning Labs specialist at the Gwinnett County Public Library. Today I'm going to show you some helpful product photography tips for online sales. We will cover lighting and shooting tips and how to upload a listing. All of the equipment we'll talk about today is available for use for free with your library card at the GCPL Learning Labs. If you live out of county, you can get an out-of-county card for only $40 a year. Today we will be using a photo tent or desktop photo studio, 2 small light stands with LED lights attached onto them, a camera or your phone to take the images. Here I am using the white side of a reflector to be the bottom of the box. You could use a piece of paper or fabric or anything like that. I also use the white backdrop fabric that comes with the kit that velcros at the top up there. Now let's get started making our own images. First, let's set up the photo tent and the lights. You'll know which side is the top because it will have a piece of Velcro. That Velcro is so that you can stick backdrops on here. And then the sides that have Velcro go together to now make this box. You'll also want to make sure that how you've set it up, that it's translucent on 3 sides, including the top and each of these 2 sides. That will reflect the light that we're going to set up and make it as soft as possible. Okay, next let's set up our lights. Open up the tripod and make sure that this will be parallel with the ground to make it more secure. Side of the light, put it on top of the stand and then tighten it. Place the light parallel to the side and turn it on. Ooh, okay, we can see already that our light is obviously way better than it was before. You don't want to put the light too close because this is diffusing the light, which basically means that this translucent fabric is taking this more direct light and making it bigger and softer, which will make our objects look better. So if I put it too close, then it won't spread out the light as much as if I pull it back a little bit. Okay, and we'll repeat this for the other side. Now we can see we have a very bright illuminated box here. And you may be able to see better now that at the top there's a piece of Velcro to attach the backdrop. Now I'm going to take the backdrop material with Velcro at the top that came with the kit and Velcro it to the top. Okay, I'm now going to take a rolled up piece of tape and press it against the backdrop to get any lint or dust that may be on it. Next we'll need to decide if we want to use a camera or if we want to use our phone. If you decide that you want to use a camera, we will need to put a couple of settings in here. Remember that all the images that we create are going to be put onto the web. And so we don't want to make images that are too large, otherwise we'll have to spend a lot of time resizing them to be smaller. Okay, so if you want to use one of the cameras available at the Learning Labs, go into the menu and scroll over to where you do image quality settings. There you'll want to go into image quality and select one of the JPEG options, which would either be fine or normal. We're going to select normal. And then go into image size and select small 3:2. We won't really need anything much bigger than that for making images for the web. Then If you're not sure how to use a camera, put all of the settings on A or automatic, depending on what camera you're using, and then it will automatically make the exposure settings for you. If you decide you want to use your cell phone, just tap on the screen to focus the image, and tap and hold and then go up and down on your screen to change the exposure. Next, let's create our photographs. So when you're making your composition, make sure you're not too far pulled back so you can't see all of the outlines of the box. Make sure you get close so you can only see the object and the background. And make sure the image is in focus. If you need to move the object around to try to get it as best as you can without the background in it, go ahead and do that. Move your camera so that you're lower than your own eye level. You don't want to take it all the way, you don't want to take the image all the way up here. You want to be lower so the object looks better and so you can see it more fully as your main image. Then really hold and stabilize your phone or your camera so that the image isn't blurry. If you have this setup or a setup like this, you can use 2 lamps instead of 2 lights if you'd like, and you could also use a bed sheet or something like that to be your translucent material instead of this. That should be enough light that you don't need to worry about the image being out of focus because there's not enough light in the scene. But if you are finding that your images are very blurry, it's probably because there's not enough light in where you're photographing to be able to take the image fast enough, or your hands are just really shaky. So you can use a tripod or an iPhone tripod if you'd like, or really stabilize it as best you can. Get low, make sure that you can't see the box and you can only see the background. Focus on the object and take the image. My background is a little dirty and wrinkly, so I'm gonna try out a different background. And depending on your object and the different things you're photographing, you want to experiment with what your background is, what angle you want to photograph it at. Right now, I'm trying out stabilizing my phone by holding it against the table so that I can get a lower angle and so that I can make my phone less shaky. To get rid of some wrinkles, you can also overexpose slightly. Then also make sure that you're photographing the object from all angles. So photograph from the top, from the side, especially if you're photographing with a camera, moving the object slightly back from the background and having a more shallow depth of field will help with any imperfections and wrinkles and things that you might have in your setup. Now that we've taken our images, it's time to upload them. If you have Facebook or the eBay app on your phone, and you took the images on your phone, you can just open the app and upload them. If you use the camera or want to use your computer to upload, remove the memory card from the camera and put it in the memory slot on the computer, and transfer your images to a folder on the desktop. If you used your phone, attach your phone through a cable or transfer your images. If you use the camera and want to put them on your phone, email or text them to yourself and download the attachment. Now I'll show you how to upload to eBay or Facebook Marketplace. For eBay, log on and go to My eBay, Selling, Then click on the List an Item blue button. Fill out the description information and follow the prompts on the screen. Then go to the section to upload your photos and click Upload for Computer, or find your images if you're using the eBay app. Once you've filled out all the information, press List It. For Facebook Marketplace, log on to your account and navigate to Marketplace on the left-hand side. Press Create New Listing and select Item for Sale. Fill out the description information and click on Add Photos and navigate to your images. Then press Next. Select your location and delivery method. Select any groups you're a part of that you want the item to appear. Make sure to not spam groups or post to groups that have a rule against posting sales, because you can get kicked out of your groups. Then press Publish. Thank you for joining us. Remember, you can use any of the equipment we went over at GCPL's Learning Labs and use computers at any of our 15 branches. In the description, you can find links to reserve a Learning Lab or book a librarian if you need help with anything. Goodbye!